Alright, for this drawing I am going to use a Sharpie or a better quality marker, but I lost mine, so a Sharpie will do, and a fine point marker or a Sharpie that it has the tip really small. And I'm gonna use some blue tape. Blue tape is it's called also painter's tape, and I'm just gonna secure my paper so it doesn't go all crazy and ninja on me. And let's begin. So we're gonna do a super cute silly dog, and we're going to start with the eyes. The eyes are just going to be 2 circles like this. Ta-da! Well, better shape. Sorry, I cannot draw very well because I got my thumb, but it's not working very well, but that's okay. So there we go. Something like that. So let's begin, and then we're gonna do a dot in the circle, in the middle of the circle. Then we're going to do the other eye, which is just a circle next to it. There we go, and I guess I will make the bottom line thicker. Since I already made that mistake, I will fix that in coloring. Now we're going to do the top of the head, which is just a curvy line from this dot to this dot. So here we go, curvy line, united. Very good. Now we're going to do what I like to call a sausage line. I don't know why a sausage line. Well, it's like an S shape, like this, a curvy line like this. So I'm gonna do it from this dot all the way here. We're gonna do a curvy line, and there we go, goes all the way down. And you can retrace lines like I'm doing right now if it looks like you were cutting lines. And why am I cutting lines and not doing everything in one sitting or one line? Because I kind of want to show you step by step how you can do it in the beginning. As you practice later this drawing, you can just go all crazy Picasso on me, but in the beginning you can do little lines to do your drawings. Now we're going to do the leg, and the leg is just a line out, then we do a U shape sideways. What I mean by that is kind of like this actually, but sideways like this. So that's what I did right now, and I'm just gonna repeat this line right here from here to here. Oopsies, smeared the ink, that's okay. So now I am going to do a curvy line from this dot to this, and I know his belly or her belly, whatever it is, has to be from this dot to this. So let's do it. Ta-da! Now let's do the other leg, and I'm doing 2 dots, and I know that's how wide my drawing has to be. So I'm going to do a curvy line, then go my U shape sideways, and then go all the way up. Now the other arm, 2 dots. From here, I have to make a U shape. That's another way to look at it. So let's recap that. You do 2 dots, right? And then you're like, okay, what do you want me to do with this, crazy woman? Well, friend, I want you to do a really skinny U, and that's going to be our doggy's paw and arm. Woof, woof. See? Alright, so let's do it. Ta-da! Now we're going to continue this line all the way here. Now let's do another paw and arm U shape. There we go. Not too bad. The ears are going to be a similar fashion, sort of, but let me do it here in a bigger scale. Line up, and then zigzag, 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 and then you can go zigzag, zigzag all the way down, kind of going parallel to this line. You know, parallel, these are 2 parallel pencils, parallel to each other. So that's what we're going to do. See? Okay, so I'm doing 2 dots, and I know I want to go out, zigzag, 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 and then zigzag, zigzag all the way here. And sometimes it's nice to air draw, and what I mean by that is you can pretend to draw like if you were a ghost. sort of, maybe, just imitating the lines. And then you do it for realsies on your paper. Alright, so let's do the ear. So I'm going to do a line from this dot to this. Here we go, and then zigzag lining down, and I'm gonna close zigzagging from this dot to this. Let's go! Awesome! Now let's do the other ear. So for this ear, I'm going to do a dot right here. You can decide where you want to have yours. And there we go. Then I am going to do my zigzag, pointy, and I guess I wanted to come all the way here from the bottom. Yay! Alright, now the nose. I want the tip of the nose to be right here, so I'm gonna do a line like this, just like that, and a curvy line from this dot all the way here. Ready? Yay! Now we just do a little line like this, because our doggy has a big smile, and a line like this. And let's just color that big, beautiful doggy nose. Doggies are the bestest. And some eyebrows. Haha, look at that. Oh my gosh. Then the tongue, I wanted to do it from here to here. So I'm gonna do a curvy line, sort of like a U. Like this. Look at that. Now we're going to do the tail. So I'm making a dot right here, and I want to do a line like this, then zigzagging all the way down the bottom. Yay! Oh, we're forgetting the name tag and all that. So let's do a line from this dot to this. Geronimo! Let's repeat the same line. And the doggy tag. Ta-da! I wonder if it's chasing a ball. A tennis ball. Ha! Well, I hope you like this video, and if you do, please remember to subscribe, as we're gonna have giveaways and tutorials and fun stuff. Laters! It's an illustration, so you're gonna be an illustrator today. So we're going to start, yes, believe me, we're going to start with her face. Her shape is sort of like a U, chubby U, but instead doing the whole roundy thing in the bottom, we're gonna do a little pointy thing, and that's gonna be her chin. And our right side is gonna be lower than the left. So as you can see, I'm making 3 dots, and that's what I'm gonna do on my actual piece of paper. What I'm going to do on my paper is do those 3 dots, and one is gonna be higher than one on the left, one lower on the right, and one is not in the middle, it's more towards the right side of the paper. That is going to be her chin, and I'm just gonna go for it and do this shape, kind of like a U. So I'm gonna go down, then a little pointy, and up, a little corner over there, and there we go. We have our face shape. Now we are going to do the eyes, because I like it. So the eyes, maybe you will feel like they're so difficult, but they're actually not. I will teach you a treat. No, sorry, I was talking to my dogs and they were asking for treats. It's a trick. Yes, that's what I meant. So the eye is just sort of a curvy line up. Then we do a chubby U, another one. Then we do this kind of lines. Then we do another line, curvy. Then the eyelashes, just lines up. And you remember, please remember you can always practice on a paper or separate from your drawing, so you keep everything cool. And if you make a mistake, you can start over or just use this as a practice. And then you can just leave some dots in the center, kind of like to symbolize the shine or the light. And there we go, we have our eye. So I am going to do a dot here and another dot higher, and I'm gonna do the same for the other eye, and that's going to be where I'm gonna do my first line, which is this. Ready? Curvy line up, here we go. Ta-da! Yay! So now, all right. Okay, so we are going to continue with our eye. So the first thing I did was do this curvy line, right? And now, number 2, I'm going to do this line right here, which is a U, a chubby U, and then we do the same thing but bigger. Then we just do some lines, and let's say there is some kind of light going out over there. There we go. Now we are going to do the eyelid, so we're just gonna do another curvy line on top, some eyelashes. And look at that, we have our eye. And if you don't like something, remember you can always fix that while you're coloring it or something like that. Easy peasy. All right, so now the eyebrow. The eyebrow is quite easy. We're just gonna do a curvy line like this and repeat it. There we go, we have a nice eyebrow. All right, so again, I am gonna do a little dot here and another dot here, and that's kind of how big my eyebrow is going to be. So curvy line, dot to dot, one line up, and I'm gonna unite this line to this line. Curvy line, there we go. Now we're gonna do the other eye. So we're gonna repeat the process. Remember? I lost my post-its. So we're gonna start with this line. And I already made 3 dots. 1, 2, 3, and that's how I want my line to go from here to here. Ready? 1, 2, ta-da! And then I am going to do that curvy, chubby U. Repeat it. Leave a little light. Color that. There we go. Now the eyelid, curvy line up. And now I'm gonna do the eyebrow. Oh, eyelashes, of course. You can do as many as you want. I'm just gonna make this line a little stronger. So the eyebrow, that here, and that's how big my eyebrow is going to be. Make. So ready? Ooh. My hair was touching the lamp and I was like, I hope it doesn't catch on fire. Never mind. So here we go. Line up, and we're gonna unite this line to this one with one motion. There we go. Elsa has eyebrows. Now we are going to do the nose, and the nose, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be a little bit of a wavy. Oh, that looks kind of funny, right? Haha. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just having too much fun. Okay, so just think of it as you're doing like a wavy line like this, but instead going crazy, we're just gonna do 1 curvy, 2 and 3, and that's our nose. Ready? And again, remember, you can always use dots. Microphone. Remember, you can always use dots to take a reference of how big you want something to be. And I just did 2 dots, one here, and that's kind of where I want my nose to be. So I'm gonna go and ready, 1, 2, 3. Sort of. I missed a dot, but that's okay. I just didn't want to cover the lens of the camera with my hair. So now the mouth. The mouth is gonna be super cute and easy. So check this out. I'm gonna do a dot from here to here. Then I'm gonna do a line, curvy line. I know I'm obsessed with curvy lines. Then I am just gonna do one little mountain and another little mountain. How do you say that word? Well, you know what I mean. And I'm gonna do a curvy line in the bottom. And there we go. We have a smiley, friendly mouth. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Now, if you wanted to make her smile, you will just do a curvy line like this, and then it's like, ta-da! But I don't want to do that, so I'm just gonna do my discreet smile, and I'm gonna start with the dots. This is how big I want the mouth to be. So I'm gonna do the curvy line up, then the bottom lip, top lip, top, and there we go. Easy peasy. And when I say about that looks like a mountain, it's because, right, when you're a kid, you make a line. Most of us start doing mountains like this, right? And then it's like, oh. So it's kind of like the same thing, right? So it is intimidating to do lips, but if you do one line and then mountain, kind of like that, and then one curvy line, look at this smiley mouth. Not too hard. Alright, so now we're going to do the top. And the top, I know, can be a little tricky. So I'm just gonna do a little dot, like not in the center, but a little bit more towards the right, because she's kind of like on the side. Her head is kind of tilted to the side. And then I am gonna dot my left and my right. And now from this side to this side, I'm just gonna do a curvy line like this. You want to see that in slow motion? I love to do slow motion for you. So this is what I did in case you missed it. Curvy line, and then it's like, oh, I got hit by something. It was like, and that's what I did because Elsa has a lot of hair going on over there. So now I am going to do the right side. Remember, you can always draw, which is kind of like doing that motion that you're gonna do on paper, but without actually touching the paper. And then once you're ready, just go brave and touch that paper. So now we are going to do that little piece of hair that is always falling on Elsa's eye for some reason. So I'm gonna do a little curvy line again, but sideways like this. And then I'm gonna sort of just repeat it. And that's gonna be that piece of hair that Elsa always has going on around her eye. So curvy line, then oopsies, curvy line up. And I made a mistake here, but that's okay. I will fix that while I color it. And there we go. Then I'm gonna just do a line from here to here. Now I'm gonna start doing her hair, and her hair is actually very fun. Don't be scared, it's gonna be fun. So for the hair, I'm gonna teach you how to do Elsa's hair in such an easy, cool way that you won't believe it. All we have to do, let's say this is her head, just for the sake of argument. So we're just gonna do curvy lines, like really exaggerated, and another curvy line, and another, just one on top of another, and then you just do it in the opposite side and the opposite way, and then that's how you make her braid. And here you keep doing that, you keep doing curvy line after curvy line, and remember we already did here, the little top of her head, and then that we already have that little piece of hair touching her eyebrows. This is a funny looking Elsa, right? But so what? So you can sort of see what I'm gonna do. So I'm going to start just going crazy, doing curvy lines all around. And remember, if you have difficulty kind of seeing where you want to put the hair, you can always put dots. So I have the center of her hair, and that's where I'm gonna start. So I'm gonna do a curvy line all the way from here to all the way here, which is kind of like her eye level, right? So I'm gonna go from this curvy line power. There we go. Easy peasy. Now, that's my dog wants to come and play, but it's not getting along with the other dog, so we're just separated for a little bit. So now, and when I say he wants to come and play, I don't mean with the other dog, I mean with me. So anyways, we have the center, and from here I am going to do another curvy line from here, let's say to here, just for fun. So I made a dot so I know where to go, and here we go. Right? Not too hard. Now from this center that we're always doing our lines, we're gonna go all the way here with a curvy crazy line. So it's like and I'm gonna do another curvy line from here to here. Curvy line. Now another one from here to here. Curvy line power. I feel like. And now I'm just gonna do a line down right here, and I'm gonna do another curvy line, and that's her ear. And here you can just do a line sideways, and if you want to give it more texture, you can just go like this and do another line. Not quite finish that, or you could just do it like this. I know, just give it more texture. Charlie. So here, I am just gonna do another line from here to here, and maybe here. Oh, her ear, I almost forgot. So now the braid. It's just like doing inverse U's. You can just do it randomly, one left, one right, left, right, left and right, or just go like this. The bottom is like a V, as you can see, and then I'm just gonna do some lines, crisscross lines, like up and down, just some lines to add texture like this. And Elsa has a braid. So here we are. And now the next step is gonna be the neck, and the neck is gonna be super easy, I promise you. It's gonna be like, oh, this is so ridiculous because it's so easy. What we're going to do is a line down, and then is curved out. It's kind of like doing a J, right? Look at that. So that's what we're gonna do, because on the right side her braid is covering her neck, so we don't need to worry about that. What I'm gonna do is a dot from here to here, and I know my J has to be that big, so I'm gonna just go for it. There we go. Easy peasy. Now the neckline. The neckline is actually quite easy. It's just a line like this. Curvy, because curvy lines all the way. And now we're just gonna do a little dot here and a little bit to the right. And I know I want to do my curvy line all the way like that. There we go. Now, for the dress, I'm gonna go on the center, kind of like following her mouth. If you have a problem sort of looking where that is at, this will be the center, right? So I'm gonna go a little bit more to the right, because remember, her head is tilted to the side. So I'm just gonna do a little dot here, and I'm just gonna do a bird, and this is what I call a bird shape. We all did this when we were kids, and they are quite useful, so I'm gonna do another dot here and another one to the right, and I know I want to do the bird shape to give that heart line to the dress. Now I'm gonna do a line from here to here. It's not that big, it's just gonna be a curvy line like this. Yay! And here it's gonna be a little bit of a pointy line, and it's just gonna be like a wide V. And what I mean by that is like, this is your V. This is gonna go crazy, like, oh my god, somebody just put a lot of rocks here and made it really wide, sort of. So I'm gonna do a little dot in the center, and I'm just gonna go for it. There we go. Now, how long do we want this dress to be? I want it to be pretty long, so I'm gonna do a dot on the left and to the right, and I'm gonna unite this dot to this, just going down like a waterfall. Then the other side, and if you look at it, it sort of looks like an A, right? Like if you were doing this kind of A. And that's the dress. So in the bottom, I'm just gonna do a little wavy line, uniting this line to here. As you can see, I just did that. And it's looking good. Now, the tricky part are the arms. And do not worry, we're going to do a line down from here to here. Ready? Down! And we're gonna do the same on the top. But here we need a little bit of a shoulder, right? Cannot be like this because it's gonna be a little funny looking. So we're gonna give her a little shoulder. Now from this side, from this point to here, just gonna unite them. There we go. Give it a little elbow, you know. And now we are going to go from here to here, uniting dots. I'm just gonna do a little line over there. Gonna repeat that line in the bottom, then a line crooked to the side, and there we go. We have her sleeve. So now we're gonna do the hand, and the hand, do a curvy line up, another one up, then kind of the thumb there, and there is a finger over there, and then another line up. And this is kind of like her hand doing this. So curvy line up, one down, another down, and then we're gonna do another kind of triangle over there, and that looks horrible, right? I'm sorry, I will fix that. Hold on, give me 1 second. Here we go. I'm just gonna do this line, let it down, and you can make them a little less pointy. I will fix that in coloring. So there we go. And I went too crazy with my marker because it was like bleeding, but I will fix that in coloring. Now the right arm, she's just gonna be holding her dress over there. So I'm gonna do a line up, another line up, then one line to the side, and just repeat that, and there we go. Oh yeah, and the snowflakes all the way. Well, there are many ways to do a snowflake, right? I'm just gonna quickly do it like this here, and you can just do that, and easy peasy. Eat your cookies.